So by extrapolation, if you then look at all these different ancient prophecies, they all speak about a so-called coming golden age. But one of the very interesting things that I found was a scholarly work by H.C. Baldry called Who Invented the Golden Age? And in a way, I'm kind of spoiling the punchline of my book here, but that's okay. There's a lot of really great data in there.
You'll be back before then.
But this is what really blew me away, because when I did this research, I found out that the two words that are used for golden age are Saeclas, S-A-E-C-L-A-S, and Aetas, A-E-T-A-S. Well, it turns out that to call it a golden age is actually a mistranslation that was only introduced by the Romans. And that prior to that point, these words had a different meaning that did not mean age. The original meaning, and get a load of this, I mean, I couldn't believe it when I heard this. The original meaning is golden race, not golden age. So the actual prophecies, as soon as you go farther back in time than Rome, was talking about a coming golden race. Now again, you can start to see how wackos like the Nazis could misinterpret this as if only a small group applied to this prophecy, just like fundamentalists say, well, my own band of followers is going to make it, everybody else is dirt. I think this is the same thing. I think it's actually referring to a awakening of humanity as a collective, rather than just a small group of people. But what I'm interested in is saying to myself, okay, and you can ask me if you want about the Great Seal of the United States, because this is very relevant, but let me track back to that in a minute. Because, you know, you got the pyramid there, and you got Novus Ordo Seclorum.
That's where you and Jordan Maxwell, I think, agree on that, too.
Well, yeah. Now, what did I just say? I said that the Romans misinterpreted the word Saeclas to mean age or year when it actually means race. Mm-hmm. Novus Ordo Seclorum, Saeclas, it's the same word root, right? So normally, if you actually go into American historical records, Novus Ordo Seclorum is said to mean a new order of ages is born. The new order of ages, the order of ages part is the word seclorum, right? If Saeclas really means race, it actually says a new race is born. Now that blew me away.
Because he makes you hate salt and alcohol. They call Mr. Muhammad a black supremacist. Because he teaches you and me not only that we're as good as the white man, but better than the white man. Yes, better than the white man. You are better than the white man. And that's not saying anything. That's not saying, you know where just to be equal with him. Who is he to be equal with? You look at his skin. You can't compare your skin with his skin. While your skin looks like gold beside his skin.
The British government has declassified thousands of pages of secret files on UFO sightings. Errol Barnett joins us with much more on this.
Absolutely. Here we go, Aisha. Boom. This, the largest declassification. Well, this is only 500 pages, but this is the largest declassification of UFO reports by Britain's National Archives ever. They had more than 6,000 pages. You can see here sketches, eyewitness accounts, investigations, all of this from the mid-90s to the dawn of this century. Now, what does it contain? Well, the reports include individual sightings of large, silent blue triangle-shaped aircraft to reports of tubes of light one man said he was able to walk through. He says he later developed a skin condition. And other reports are by groups of people, including a fishing group who tracked an object on their radar before it vanished. Even police officers in England caught a UFO on video at the same time that the Royal Air Force detected an unidentified blip on their radar, but that was later identified as stars and bright planets, attributing the blip to a, quote, permanent echo created by a church spire.
Hello?
Okay, it also finds that the standard UFO descriptions change from a saucer disc to a more triangular shape over time. So it's a very comprehensive and detailed report, and this is just 500 pages of it.
Yeah, they've been cited all over the place, and I saw some people describing them as a kind of Toblerone.
Yeah.
Chocolate bar.
Chocolate, Swiss chocolate.
Yeah, which kind of made me laugh. But anyway, does this report, from everything you've read, do you feel it kind of, puts people's mind at ease, put them at rest, or does it just fan, the flames of speculation, so to speak?
Well, both, actually. This is the most popular story on CNN.com right now. When we look through the more than 500 comments, people are split down the middle from those who do and don't believe that we've been visited by extraterrestrial life. Now, in the past, many of these sightings, though, they've turned out to be secret government tests of aircraft. Remember the stealth bomber, for example. At the same time, fictitious programs and movies like Star Trek and Star Wars, they really captured the imagination of millions of people who want to believe. So you can read, if you're interested, this massive report for yourself.
We have 500 pages for you if you like.
It's a lot, and they actually have it in downloadable bits of a few hundred pages or so. And I'm going to, as soon as I leave you, tweet the link to viewers. So perhaps maybe one of our viewers will find, the smoking gun in this report. But really, this is kind of a report to kind of open up the documents and the investigations. But there was one incident where there were some near misses, where a British Airways pilot and a cabin crew saw an identified object, and the investigation was inconclusive. So it's just more of the same.
Yeah, wow. I thought you were going to say, as soon as you leave me, you're going to set about reading all 500 pages.
Absolutely.
Then aren't you?
The fourth eclogue was then quoted from by the Founding Fathers. So somehow, the Founding Fathers of the United States of America quoted from this religious text that was channeled by this crazy lady called the Sybil of Cumae, who was basically getting high off of volcanic gas and then going into this state where she would utter prophecies like Nostradamus that were very, very accurate. These prophecies literally speak of, now this is what blows me away so much, and this is the big punchline, really. You look at the Great Seal of the United States, you find out that Charles Thompson was quoting from this prophet, and it turns out that the prophecy says that these extraterrestrial kingdoms of gods will return to the earth, which are called the Virgin and the Saturnian kingdoms, and that the so-called, and it actually says this, the Golden One shall arise again in the whole earth. Now, to me, if you step back, I was gobsmacked when I found out that my country, the United States of America, secretly encoded on the back of the dollar bill a pyramid with an eye in the triangle on the top. And that on the top it says, Annuit Septis, again meaning the great year begins, whatever that means, the beginning of something new. Novus Ordo Seclorum on the bottom, which is a direct quote that says that this thing is going to happen to the earth where these gods return and where people become golden in some way, where they actually transform. And it describes a monumental shift.